Hello. In the last blog post and video, I showed how I used this processing app, creatively called Monkey Label, to label Mr. Monkey's position, rotation, and size in about 600 photos. So the next step towards getting an animation is to go in the opposite direction, to go from this label to a photo. So I talked about most of the technical details in the blog. So here I'm just going to show what it looks like. So first I drag mock up Mr. Monkey where I want him to be. I tell the app to match, and then it's going to crunch through all the labeled photos, determine how well each one matches by calculating a match score, and choose the best picture and match it and display it. So here I'll hide the mock-up Mr. Monkey so we just see the photo. And you can see the scoring down here. So RX, RY, and RZ are how off the rotations are from the rotations I specified. You can see it's not quite perfect, but pretty close. This is how out of frame the picture is. So there's a little bit cut off on the bottom. So actually about 1/3 of the picture is out of frame here. Not too bad. And then this is the fraction of the frame not used. So that's this black border here, just showing the background. So this is a pretty good match. And so let's try this a couple more times. Let's see, I'm going to drag them over here. And crunch, crunch, crunch. And here's another one. Maybe try to find one of him far away. Crunch, crunch, crunch. There's one. So one other interesting feature I put in for debugging purposes is not only do we pick out the best match, but we actually sort all the photos by how well they match, and then I can look at the next best matches as well. So here I matched another photo, and just for kicks, let's see, this is supposedly the best match. Let's see what the second best match looks like. It's this one, looks okay. Third best match. So these are all pretty good matches. The purpose of this feature is largely to let me know that everything is working correctly. So for example, if I put Mr. Monkey over here, I'm betting I'm not going to get a very good match. Let's take a look. It's not too bad, although quite a lot of the photo is cropped off. So here, actually 3/4 of the photo is out of frame, so that's kind of far from ideal. So what I would like to know is whether is that because there's a bug in the program that it didn't find the better match, or is there just not a better match in there? So if we look at the next best matches, we can see, well, actually, so this one has some problems too. There's still quite a lot of it cropped off. There's some frame not used, etc. Third best match. Yeah, similar problems. Quite 70% of the picture is out of frame. So, and the rotation is pretty far off also. So it looks like we're probably doing about as well as we can for that position. So that's about it. And just for fun, let's drag him over here. And we can actually start to get what starts to look like an animation just by scrolling through these matches. So it turns out there's quite a lot with Mr. Monkey right in the middle facing the camera. So these will all be pretty good matches. So that's it. And next time we'll be actually animating Mr. Monkey.